I think my race will be special because it will have a lot of humor on the race. Yeah. Humor, yeah, why not? I mean, people will die laughing. Well, more laughing than die, but you get the point.
Hello and welcome to XTRI World Tour Meet the Organisers. I'm your host, Tanya Branzanik, and in this episode we talk to Igor Meyer, the founder of Blacklake XTRI Triathlon in Montenegro. Welcome, Igor Mayer, to XTRI World Tour Meet the Organisers. Can you please give us a short introduction of yourself and your background as an organizer?
Yeah, hello everybody, hello listeners. My history about the race organizer is not so long, but I have some experience about event organizing in last 10 years and some human management. So I think that I combine few things that I am good at and start making some sport events here in Montenegro that became step by step very famous about the quality and some unique experience. So about the triathlon, I am, of course, like most of the people from Montenegro, completely new to this sport. But from 2016, I have my half distance race here in Montenegro. It's Ocean Lava Montenegro, and I start with very few people, like 40 people at the start. But in only 4 years, we are up to 600 people on the start line this year. So I said, yeah, if I could do that with a small country as Montenegro with only 20 or 30 triathletes, why not try with something bigger and something which has with more challenging? And if I have 30 people that can finish the half distance Montenegro, I think I have at least 2 that can finish the extreme thing. So yeah, that's the challenge for them. That's the challenge for me. And really proud to be part of the World Tour, XTRI World Tour from the very beginning and the first year.
But why did you choose to organize an XTRI?
Well, the slogan for the Montenegro is wild beauty. So it has a lot of meanings. First of all, it's wild, like people are wild here. Yeah, it's true. And the thing is that the nature is really wild and untouched. So somebody will say, yeah, they lack money, so they didn't have time to destroy the nature, and that's true. So you can still travel to the really heart of the Europe and find something that you really cannot find in other countries surrounded by through Montenegro. Even if you go to Austria or Switzerland and you enter the nature, you see the grass is yes, it's fit, but here is really wild, and you really can experience that. And the northern part of Montenegro is really rural and really unique, and I could use it before a few years ago to organize different type of triathlon race of any other, but it's so unique, it's so beautiful. I didn't want to waste that location for something that can be found on other location. I wanted to organize something so unique and to give it additional value. So yeah, I waited for some years with that idea, and at the end, of course, it's part of the biggest tour in the world, and extreme. It's extreme, wild, everything in the same sentence. You will see it.
Yeah. Okay. So your hometown, so your home location is Žabljak. Why have you chosen that location?
Žabljak is like a tourist center of the northern part of Montenegro, and it has really, really famous Black Lake. Actually, the completely Durmitor National Park area has more than 20 glacier lakes, and all really unique shape and size. And the Black Lake is the biggest among them, and surrounded by the forest and really small and nice path leading to it. Everybody that came that see that really leave them speechless. So I know that we will just give people reason to come to visit Montenegro for the first time, and they will continue coming back and doing all the training and enjoying in the nature, coming again with the family, with the friends, with the triathletes. So the Žabljak as a place has the only not capability to host the event, because we saw from other events that you don't need anything to have a successful event, for example like Keltman, but I think we need to start from somewhere, and the Žabljak is logically has the best position for the race organizer, even for the people that are come visiting Montenegro for the first time.
So what are the special features that perhaps make this race, so Blacklake XTRI, different from other races?
Actually, I didn't really think a lot about them, because I think that really every race in the circuit is special about something. But I think my race will be special because it will have a lot of humor on the race. Yeah. Humor, yeah, why not? I mean, people will die laughing. Well, more laughing than die, but you get the point. No, I really think that that personal touch from every race director will make it special for every triathlete. From the very beginning, from the very start, when they arrive in Montenegro until they leave, that's where the race is starting, and that's where the race is finishing. So it will be completely unique. And just to say, yeah, you need to come because of this, or because of the finish line, or because of the swim, it's not a good point. The whole experience will be completely unique. So that's why my race will be so special.
So let's talk about the finish line, which is at the top of Savin Cook Mountain Peak, 2,300 meters, more or less. Are there any infrastructure or facilities for the athletes?
Yeah, we have a ski lift. So even that is a challenge, even for the people, for their support crew. Actually, their supporter, the one that needs to run with him until the top of the mountains, last 4K. They need, of course, to be with them. But if they have some additional supporter like family, they can use the ski lift, of course, free of charge on the race day, and be at the finish line waiting for their favorite athlete to come. Of course, we have some, I think cottage is the right name, on the top of the mountain. So if anything goes wrong with the weather or something, we need to place to hide for a moment. And just people really do not need to get worried about things like how to get from point A to point B to support people or triathletes. They will have everything in the race manual, of course, before the race. But it will be, I think it will be a good point to have people, of course, as much as we can have on the finish line, cheering to athletes, and having some spectacular, at least footage from the ski lift climbing up to the top of the mountain. During the winter, it's skiing area, so yes, it's steep, so yes, it's demanding, yes, it will be cold.
Yeah, about cold, what are the weather conditions that you predict actually for the race?
Whatever you need, we will make it. So you want the snow, we make snow. You want the sun, we make sun. Don't worry, wind will not be a problem. We will have a lot of wind. So
okay.
I really hope that we will have various conditions. Even as a race organizer, I don't want rain, of course, but or but I think it will be great because it's the whole day. Of course, the event lasts for the whole day. I really hope that we'll have all the weather conditions that can be applied on that day, just to make it unique. Of course, in the very early morning before the start at 5 a.m., we can expect water temperature around 14, 15 degrees in the Black Lake, air temperature around 10, 11, but everything will really depend on the last few days before the event. 2017, we had a snow at the beginning of the October, not only in the mountain, even in the town of Žabljak. But for example, this year we didn't have any. So we have really like summertime anywhere in the northern part in Europe. Or we have really nice weather, like 20 degrees with no clouds, with no wind. But as I told you, really, if you ask me this 7 days before the race, I still gave you the answer. So yeah, and not from this point.
Okay, so who is your target audience, and what percentage of nationality athletes are you looking for?
Well, as I told you before, we don't have any triathletes capable to do. I mean, not any. We have, for example, it's a huge thing. 4 athletes from Montenegro sign up, and I bet 2 of them will not finish. From this point, from my perspective, how they are training now. But the thing is that my audience is not only Europe. Actually, it's the whole world. So I see it as the great challenge and great excuse for everybody to travel over the globe and come to visit Montenegro, because they will never have better reason to come here than this race. And I know that for example, Ocean Lava, my biggest country from people that are coming are United Kingdom and Poland, for example. So it's not the countries just around Montenegro. They are not so close to us, but we have really good connections with the planes and direct flights to Montenegro. So I really cannot imagine what will be the number 1 country, but I'm open to the whole world. So let us wait to finish the first year, then we can make some predictions for the second one.
Yeah. So the last question. Tell us, why should athletes choose Blacklake Extreme Triathlon?
First of all, I really like to travel and to race on the races that are organized for the first time, because when I travel to that destination, you always meet race director. And when you meet race director, because he's so into that, full of huge expectations and full of energy, and always I have friendly chat, always make some new friends, always make some good connections. And it's for me, I prefer to travel to races and to participate in races that are organized for the first time. Of course, my expectations are always lower, but I get more. So on the end, you are really satisfied. After that, you can say you are part of the history. It's not a small thing today in the world that you were for the first time somewhere. And the Black Lake will be a huge thing in future years. I know that for sure. And people will always can say, okay, I was there at the very beginning, at the very first year. And, I know that guy. I know the guy who knows the guy. So that's the point.
Yeah. So, okay. Thank you, Igor. Good luck with your race with Black Lake Extreme Triathlon. And obviously, see you in Montenegro.
Yeah, of course. Why not? Okay.